home pretty high if they could sweep Southern California.
Yeah, and you
see Indiana likely let Cam Woods take the three. And the late block to Ezra Assar, the big man inside, and he is the force. Woods, well, how about that?
Woods. Indiana won the game on Saturday under out of bounds. That right there was a great job by SC under out of bounds.
Yes.
Was working out, getting ready, but it's not college basketball shape, and has come in and played fantastic the last couple. This team, Indiana, as we know, great three-point shooting team. That's what they want to get their buckets on, as we see right there. Wilkerson was special in overtime and double by getting to the rim, something they don't often do.
Deflected ball, somebody got a piece of that shot. Transition with Arenas, loose ball Azar.
Finned without fouling tonight.
And out of the outside. Well, that's amazing.
Now that he's getting to the bucket, you have to respect both. That's going to make him more dangerous as a scorer.
On Connor Enright. Although there have been switches now. And eventually Doran rims out. Wow, how about that pop right over Enright? Chad Baker Mazar
has delivered early for us, making us look good.
And inside there's
a little rusty when he came out. His first 2 threes of the season against Rutgers on Saturday.
Is Kofi, who's been a real good player for USC this year. Top rebounder, easily.
That amazing double overtime win. Do they have a little bit of a hangover after that win?
And there's the first USC miss.
Inside the paint, 57% of his shots are threes, so a pretty balanced offensive attack.
The history of the world says we always try to limit turnovers. That's not it. But as Doran's corner three, no. But all right, Cam Woods. 9 rebounds. That number kind of jumps out at
James. And then all of a sudden he busts out for 33 and 1. Was an insane.
They're going to have to. Wilkerson will have to let it go, and it's blocked. And that's a shot clock violation. How about that defensive stand?
It was 46 minutes.
UCLA's point, Donovan Dent played all 50 until he fouled out there in the fuck. And doubled up there again. Late block. Woods has to hoist it. A volleyball tap, those taken by Connerway for the Hoosiers. Wilkerson, boy, he really he took it
physical. Their defense is.
Who isn't in this league? Late clock, Easter short,
and what a change. I will say that Sisley, the one player from Indiana, seems to embody the Hoosier. Indiana has really clamped down on the defense.
Arenas got a nice job by Connerway
to figure it out.
Okay.
Take him about 6 games.
Luke was patient with you?
He was patient, yeah.
It was Enright. Now it's Connerway bringing up the ball, and there's a pick by Woods and a foul at midcourt by our Enright back in the game at that dead ball. Feeds DeVries. Bailey got the baseline.
Interesting to me. Indiana doing a great job not fouling him. And I think it's, the scout is out.
A guy that hasn't been involved much inside yet is Assar for USC. Nice feed inside. Oh, and Bailey. Tara, look at him. He's just. How about that play? Well, it overshadowed.
That was gorgeous. And I haven't seen all his games. One of his best moves, I bet,
not being happy, but that's who he is. He wears the emotions up front.
See how they covered this one. It hurt him on the last play, the pick and roll.
DeVries kicking it out. Dorn is short.
It is. Agreed. And part of that, not many fouls called.
And nice left-handed by Cam Woods. And Sisley steps out. And
one thing I like about Sisley, too, Ted, again, his size. He's much bigger to me in person than I.
They both would have had 5 elbowing penalties if it was hockey and 10-minute misconducts. It was ridiculous. And DeVries doing what he did so well late in the game Saturday for Indiana, handling Bailey, doing something he does.
He went down there, and Ted, what was cool about the curtain of distraction, he was a lot of fun. I don't know who that was, but that was a blast. He was into it.
All right, Reed Bailey at the line. Galen Center's going to host badminton and artistic gymnastics. Ooh, there'll be other events in and around the U.S. I'm honored. Look, this will be my 14th straight Olympics for NBC. Wow. That's just a privilege that can't be described. Yes. The skaters, as we see many, the athletes are so good, the rules can't keep up with them. That's
wow. That's just incredible.
Well, Wilkerson just committed second foul now. That's the only concern. 13 points for Lamar Wilkerson. Big screen. Nope, not a good one. Reed Bailey called.
A prolific amount of free throws.
By far the most on the Indiana team. Wilkerson was just taken out by Darren. They're 25. Woods inside, and that runner goes.
Extra step is what allowed him to get the space.
And man, that's a nice job. And wow. Now that's one example, and he has every reason to because he did nothing. Bailey went into him and forced the official to call the foul. And Osarza
is where he felt he was fouled and has not gotten the call. I'm just as he almost turns it over, but just look at that. Look at the handle right there. Didn't finish, but I can the rim if he gets it again on the.
Go at Dines.
Yeah. When he gets him outside.
Great setup by Enright. Perfect. Yep. Baker Mazzara being defended by Josiah. Miles gave it up, and Woods is a college basketball game, and it reflects, as he makes the front end here, what any coach, I can't think of a coach better equipped through his experience to do that than Eric Musselman. That value, as opposed to the institution, the coach that's been in place for 20 years that have been.
And it's really difficult. Step back from arenas. No, I agree with you, Ted. I've been I saw something on Must today getting ready for the game that I did not realize.
They clocked there in the long
and was part of their best team of all time, making the tournament in 1987.
Of course, Bill Musselman was it. And there's Tate Connerway getting in and scoring.
Changes in this game.
I've been noticing that. And court.
And had their defenders line up and act like they were guarding them.
Yeah. 2 on the floor. Dorn is on the floor for Indiana with 2. An early foul trouble, and Matt Painter did keep his guys playing, not continuously, but he kept them, bringing them in for short spurts. Now Connerway going in. Terrence Williams in for USC. Block shot by Dunn.
Saturday.
Baker Mazzara, no. USC second chance, foul shots coming.
Leave it when you watch him and see how he plays. And you know I've said this before. It's the tail before anything else.
Boy, nice job by Connerway to get in. And the rebound fight. Purdue was here, and USC had a great chance to win the game. And they lost by 5. They were 5 of 4.
Line as much as anyone in the country.
Yep.
The ratio of their free throws to field goal.
And, well, DeVries puts it up. Hits rim. USC's not going to.
Did in overtime and double overtime against UCLA.
Baker Mazzara was going. Enright, that pass he tried to put. Asar was there. Running the other way, and Asar finishes.
And need Asar with the injury we just saw.
Nice spin, boy. Alexis spun up. Nice stuff there on the pass.
And a left down in the post.
Easter doesn't get
in here for Indiana if they want to have a good second half.
No points yet for DeVries. Ball thrown to the rim for a catch turned by DeVries, and there's his first points.
Boy, how
Indiana dribbled through. Back comes Arenas. He'll go in. He'll get fouled. And to the line. The USC offense this year when he's been on the floor. I don't think there's a question on that. He's out now. Arenas already has taken.
Has been top notch, and you know we had a colleague we used to work with in Big Ten play with every player. He moves and he speeds up and slows down. He has great motor, and look at him right now. How hey, I always say it, an assist, and really a good one like that was not an assist in the
I'm smiling. He was a great man. I was blessed to know him, but. And Asar not able to secure. The only thing is, I remember that game. It was huge when Notre Dame played Indiana. And looking down and seeing Don Fisher, he wasn't that much a student newspaper. I can't
That is
remember.
awesome.
Yeah. And there's a nice finish by
title, Steve Alford, obviously. But that was a team that was probably less talented than a lot of teams, and they were able to overcome
the aggressor on offense. Woods in, and Woods, left-hander rolls off, but there's Asar, and Asar finally beginning to show IU a little bit of this physical. He wants to play football, okay, in the model of Antonio Gates and Jimmy Graham and Tony Gonzalez.
Randy Moss could have played.
Woods!
That was boxing him out.
Yeah. The significance of the call, and it really, as you would, it's the 4th foul on Kofi, and we still have 11 and a half to go.
And a good point.
Clearly somebody who's not coming back tonight. Chad Baker-Mazara sitting there.
Indiana has hit some threes. They have 6 threes. Now, a 2 would be nice, but they have 6 threes. They're just...
First points for Enright. Nice give to Asar. Barrels it. Offensive foul! Game they should have had 1 in regulation.
Well, and remember,
Dorn, and if Indiana can, and then back-to-back Purdue, UCLA, 2 really good wins. They are on a 3-game streak. Woods inside, and Woods.
He gets in the lane more than about anybody I've seen this year.
Deep 3. Wow, Wilkerson feeling it.
Ted, I mean, they're only down 8. I mean, it's not much at all.
And it's been Wilkerson carrying the offense. College basketball, the 3-point line is a suggestion. And
that's right.
Most everybody playing to go. And Indiana hoping that somebody can join Wilkerson, although Wilkerson's taking. Arenas is going. All Arenas.
Yep. He is dealing.
But down. Say, okay, Arenas is saying, oh! Enright pulls it out. Whoa. Nope. Okay, Dines in. And instead of, was so telling. And it again, for a team where nobody knew us about them.
And nobody knew.
Yeah. Or this guy with the ball, Woods, who's been on the team 6 weeks.
Yeah.
6 weeks.
Good league games.
Wilkerson, and now it's down to 4.
4-point game, and with SC, 2 of their best players out right now.
And they're in, and now here's another.
Chad Baker-Mazara out. Wow.
Boom.
You gotta be kidding me.
In college.
Yes.
Wilkerson.
And letting him go to work, and they're even doubling him.
And boy, look at DeVries on the hedge, and Arenas beats it.
This is...
Wilkerson lost it, and Easter gathers and finishes. What up to 12?
No, and it felt like Indiana almost had the advantage with the foul trouble.
Whoa,
USC had.
And how about setting up, finishing, no, foul.
Is the...
Meanwhile, Wilkerson has just been astounding now. 30 of the... This is the first time he's gone over 30 minutes. And seconds. Extra step again.
He's done it twice.
Recently retired former All-Star Kevin Kiermaier is going to join us, and we'll have some fun with Kevin. He's busy in retirement.
1977, a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's nothing when you start talking about teams that were established in 1900.
Well, you wonder, Ted, you brought that up, and USC's not a great foul shooting team. Dunk there.
There you go, and it's down to 6.
If you're Indiana right here, if you get Asar or some of their bigs,
Arenas through, Arenas in, Arenas scores.
I don't know how he made it if you're that close and make something happen.
Trying to set up threes. Dorn, no. Run down. And I was going to say Woods has done a nice job. 15 points. He's had 5 rebounds.
I've first seen play basketball, but Woods has a lot of that like game. You know, he's low to the ground. He's really good with what 9, and you're really driving him.
Just trying to finish the game, but that guy
being down 6 with a minute to go.
Double on the ball and a foul. USC does have the bailout twice. And boy,
this game means so much to them when they've got the 2 road games coming up.
In the game.
Connerway trying to take it in, and the foul's called on Easter.
That was a close one there. They just, Indiana will not go about that game Saturday against Rutgers.
Long
That's off that. You call tennis all those years. It feels like closing out a set, getting that 6th game in a set.
Absolutely. And we're on the bench there with the iPad to watch those things as well, to tell Eric Musselman. DeVries in, and he got a foul, not the basket. DeVries shooting 2.
Well, and think about Cornish. He hasn't played all game, and now you've got to play with 40. Points.
How did they come out with the ball?
That's incredible. It changed hands 3 times.
Connerway and scores is a 2-point game.
To the rim.
And no, so it's a 2-point game. The year. He is a terrific offensive player. And 2 of the last 3 games he played,
Duck wanted it.
And calmly makes both. Wade getting in, got by Cornish, didn't make it at the rim, and now USC.
Did Cornish get a piece of that? He did.
And Arenas looking to add to his breakout night. Does.
Now 2 possessions, so Indiana.
DeVries does shoot it. No. Connerway puts it back in, but with just 2 seconds. Down the court to Cornish, who is fouled, but that'll be too little too late. With the sleep experts, they're going to stay overnight here and fly home tomorrow. Otherwise, they'd be getting home at 7 or 8 in the morning. Yeah.